Hey everyone, welcome to the next video. In this video, I'm going to be going over how to add text and images to your website. So you can put in creative types of text, put creative types of pictures and images and galleries within this page so that everyone can see that it's not just the same thing over and over again, but you can add variety and creativity of your own to personalize the website. So I'm going to start off with just adding a regular text. So when it comes down to adding text, there's so many options that they give you on the left side. When you go here, you can add a site title, a page title. It can be just a large heading, small heading, and paragraphs. So you can go ahead and pick any of them because no matter. So if you see that you don't like maybe the actual font of the text that they give you, that's totally fine. All you have to do is just add it to the page, and then you'll have the ability to edit them any way you want. So I'm going to start off by editing a title. So I'm going to keep it as page title. I'm going to go ahead and add a different font. So the way I did that is by just pressing edit text and then going to fonts and finding what I want. So I want this text, this font, and I want maybe a size 60 for the page title. So I pressed 60, but it didn't go because mainly because I didn't highlight it. So you want to make sure that you're highlighting everything and then being able to make it bigger. So I'm going to make this page title, it's just going to be page title. I'm not going to focus too much on creativity here, but let's see. So let's make that centered throughout the whole website. Alright, there we go. So now what I'm going to do is now maybe I want to add a paragraph or explanation about something within this page. So I can go ahead and create a paragraph text box. And the way I do that is go into text. Go ahead into text. Let me show you again because it froze a little bit. And right here where it says I'm a paragraph, click to add your own text. Go ahead and click it and drag it onto the actual page. Next, you can actually expand out all the text like this, or you can even go all the way to the bottom depending on how you want the text to look. Now go ahead and edit that text over here and just write whatever you want. I'm going to keep whatever is here just to save time and not spend too much time doing this. You can add different bullet points. 4, 5, and then you can bold the text, you can go ahead and italicize it, you can underline it. And one cool thing you can do is you don't have to make all the text the same size. You can go ahead and, if you only want to underline the top, then you can do that. Or if you just want to bullet point this part, then you can go ahead and press the bullet points, and there you go. Now you can add as many bullet points as you want. It's similar to a Word document or anything like that, so just go ahead and do that. Also, one thing you can do is you can actually change the colors of the text the way you want to, and you can highlight the text. So maybe you just want to highlight the top, so you can go ahead and highlight that first and then go ahead into the editor, the text settings, and highlight it the way you want it. So let's say I want it blue. It's a little hard to see, so I'm going to change it a little bit. There we go. This is not something I would put on my website particularly, but it's something that you need to know to understand that you can play around with. And it's not just regular text. You can go ahead and create different variations of text. Also, you can do indenting, as well as you can change which side you want the text to be. You can center the text, you can make it all to the left or right, whichever one you want, as well as you can go ahead and add some effects to it. So you can add some, I guess this one's a little shadow, you can add a bigger shadow here, and then I have to highlight it first. Let's see. Let me go ahead and highlight that and add it. And now, as you can see, now it creates this nice effect of a shadow. If that's something you would want on your website, then go ahead and do that. You can go ahead and change it as well. You can add something like this. And you can just play around with this. Another thing that you want to make sure that you can do is that you understand that you can add links. So let's say the name of this actual paragraph is I have lots of products, right? And you want to either show that, maybe you don't want to show the full images and text of those products yet. Maybe it's like a preview. So what you can do is you can actually highlight each product or thing and create a link to it. So you can have different options for adding links. You can add no links, obviously. You can add a page that you already have. So if you have product 1, for example, maybe you already have the product in a page, then you can just link it straight to there. Or if you have, maybe you don't want to do it that way, maybe you want to link it with a web address, you can do your own web address for your website, or you can go ahead and link it to, maybe if you have an Amazon product or an eBay product and you want to link to that, then you can go ahead and add that link here, and then it gives you the option to either open that link within a new window or the current window. What the current window means is it's going to basically redirect from your website directly to that new website within the same page, and it's just going to go transfer over to the other website. If you click new window, it's just going to open up a new window, so it's going to leave where they left off on your website, as well as open the new page. So I would recommend you do this so that the user or person on your website actually stays on your website and doesn't always leave it. So have it open up as a new window, and that's the best. Also, you can add an email address or things like that. You can add a document. You can add it, you can make it go to the top of the page if that's what you want, or even the bottom of the page. You can have so many things that it can do. So for example, let's just keep it at product 1. So once I do that, now it's linked. Usually when it links up, it creates an underline effect, so you can just take that off if you want to. And then if you go into the preview section, now when you hover over that text, you can see that it's a clickable text, as opposed to the other ones, which are not clickable at all. And then if you click it, there it goes. It goes to the product 1 page, and you can go ahead and look through those products. Now let's go back. Actually, let's go back to preview, and let's go back to the editor, because let's see. Let me go ahead and manage the menu and go into the previous page. So as you can see, there's a lot of options you can do with this, and you don't have to keep everything too consistent if you don't want to. In this part, for example, like you don't have to always have everything highlighted if you want something highlighted. You can go ahead and make those variations, as well as add the links to each thing that you want. You can also, let's go ahead and add an image now. Let's say you have an image for that product. Maybe you would like to have that linked to the actual link. So you can actually do that as well. You can go ahead and click upload images up here, or you can go ahead and add the free one again. I'm going to go ahead and add just an art one. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for. Doesn't really matter. Let's do this hanging flow. Looks kind of cool. So I'm going to add that, and Pretty nice image. I'm not sure why it added the other one. I guess because I clicked it, so it added both. So I'm going to delete that part, and there you go. So now I can go ahead and make changes within this image as well. So not change image, let's go ahead and go to, after I clicked on the image, I can go ahead and link from here, and it's the same idea with the linking through here as well. You can make it go back to the top of the page, you can add a document, web address, a page, whatever you want it to go to. Now you can do that as well. So you can even do it on both sides. So if you're linking to an Amazon product, maybe you'll link the same link here as well as here, so when they're clicking, either way they're going to that page. You can actually do image filters as well. I'm not going to go into that today. And another cool thing that you can do is you can actually animate the pictures or animate anything that you have. So let's say you want to do a puff in. So you can actually do from a really large photo all the way to a small photo, or you can do like a fly in, you can do a fade. And the way that it works is once someone visits this page, it's going to basically do that effect, and you have the ability to choose how fast, how slow, when it should come up right in the customize. So after you've chosen the animation that you want, you go ahead and click that and then customize. And now in the customize, you can pick which type of features you want that animation to have. So you can make it go from the top, you can make it go from the left, bottom, right, as you can see. And then the duration is basically how long it would take for the whole animation to take place. So if you were to put a 10-second animation of this, I guess the max is 4, so you can't do that, but for 4 seconds it'll be doing that animation. If you put it as 0.5, which is a very low time frame, it's going to go a lot quicker. So you can adjust the speeds of the actual animation itself. So I'm going to do a 2 second, and you can actually delay it as well. So if you don't want it to create that animation right away, what you can do is just create a time frame. Let's see if you can do, I guess you can only do 4 seconds for each. So you can do that like that. And then you can have that animation happen every single time they visit that page, or you can just have it animate the first time only. So I'm going to just click that and see how that works. So now I'm going to go ahead and preview that, and you'll see after 4 seconds it's going to pop up here, and it's going to take a 2 second, I guess it's going from down to bottom, up to down, from top to bottom. So that took 2 seconds, as you see. Now if we go and edit it a little bit more, what we can do is we can actually have it come up right away if we want that as well. So go back to animate, go back to customize, and then go ahead and put 0, and it can actually come up right away. So you'll see it comes up right away. And you could actually do that with all of your text or all of your images that you have. So you see, as you can see, they have the animate button on top. So let's say I wanted to do that same exact effect with the text. So I would have to go ahead and pick the same one, which is reveal, then customize it, make sure it's going from top to bottom, and then add 2 seconds, and it should be good. Now, when I press preview, it takes about the same time, well, exact same time, to come down with the same effect. So it looks really cool if you know how to, if you want to add that type of feature. So that's pretty cool as well. And then you can also do it with this text as well. So let's do that and see how that looks. So let's animate that and go ahead and do the reveal. You can go from top. Let's do it 2 seconds again, and then you can go ahead and preview that. and you can see that all of them are in alignment with each other. So if you're looking to, you know, make your website look awesome, animating different effects can really help you do that. One downside to animations is that it sometimes can make your website load a little longer, but overall it's not too bad. So go ahead and just add, you know, one or two or a few animations so that you make your website look better. You can even animate your actual logo if you want to do that. So I'm going to do it like that as well, and let's see how it looks. As you can see now, it has some cool animations. People will probably be shocked how cool it is if you can make it seem all in alignment, or if you can make it kind of pop up at them. You can definitely do a lot of things with that, and definitely play around with that. I think that if you understand that these animations can definitely help you look more professional and look as if you've created the most amazing website ever, then go ahead and add those as well. You can also do that with the menu, which I probably wouldn't recommend to do because it will be too much overall, but go ahead and you can do that as well, and you can see that now pretty much everything was moving at that point. And you can do that with anything you want. Any other things about images? I think that's pretty much it. Just understand that Wix does offer a lot of free images, so go ahead and, if you don't have any high quality images but you still want to add something, I would recommend go ahead and add the stock ones until you have better ones. So I don't recommend having stock photos throughout your whole website sometimes, because if other people do use Wix, or other people see that this is a stock photo, they might not be as impressed with your website if they see that everything is stock. So go ahead and, for now, if you wanted to add that, go ahead. They do have amazing pictures, and they're all free. They even offer paid images if you want to go ahead and pay for them. I doubt you should do this because it's $2.99 per photo. It's not the best way to buy photos. I'm sure you can get them for cheaper, but I didn't do that as well. So I'm going to add that to the page. As you can see, you can add multiple images to the page as well, and all you have to do, if the page is just too small, just go ahead and click on it and drag it down where you can see that the page starts to extend as you go. And if you want the footer to be further away, you can go ahead and click on the footer. Give it a second. Freezing up on me a little bit. You can actually adjust. So in order for you to be able to bring the footer down, you will need something to push it down. If you want to create space there, the best way is maybe even create a line, some sort of line to push it down. So let me go ahead and let me do like a shape, and then they have lines in the shape, so I'm going to add that. So let's say I want to add this, and then now you can actually extend the footer down if you want more space with your website. So there you go. That's basically how you can start adding pictures, text, different animations within your website, and make it as creative as possible, so that when people look at your website, they see that you've put the effort, you've put the time, and that you're willing to do that with every business transaction or thing that you do as well. So people are going to translate your website to the way you are, and then if you have a great website, they're going to see you as more of a great person, a great business person. And I think that's the key here, is to create something that's actually worthwhile. If you create something that's too all over the place, it's not thought out, it's done however it's done, then odds are people are not going to like it and they're not going to want to do the business with you as well. So go ahead and play around with this on your website. Add a page, test it. You can go ahead and add the page in the manage menu, and then just add a random page. You don't have to even do anything specific with it. Just go ahead and just add a test page, and then move it all the way down, and you can even make it hidden if you want. So if you accidentally publish it, no one's going to see all of your crazy things that you've been playing around with. So go ahead and do that, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.